Good morning to you all. Yes, I'm thinking that you have a wonderful weekend and the last week, and I think you are ready to having a successful entry into the chapter 4, that is Animal Kingdom. Yes, I know that we have studied detailedly about the plant kingdom, that we have studied in the second chapter, and after all this in the third chapter we have studied the detailed studies about the plant kingdom, and I think here are ready to study more about the animal kingdom too. So when I'm thinking about that, I want to say that it's very easier to show you the importance of the animal kingdom, or it is very simple to show you how to. It's very simple to teach you, but it's very difficult to study because there are many types of namings, or many types of different types of organs that present in plants, as we studied about megasporangia, megasporanginate, microsporanginate, pollen grains, like that. Many names are included in that chapter. Like that itself, in the animal kingdom also there will be more names that would have present, and it is also an important section which want to be studied by us. So when I'm thinking about that, I want to say that it's the previous chapter say about the presence of different type of plants, and how the plants are classified, and how the reproduction is taking place, and all those things we have said. So when we are saying about the animals, we want to say that there are different types of classification that we have done already in the second chapter, and we know that which type of cellular apparatus or cellular arrangement they have, which type of reproduction they have, is the nuclear membrane is present, is the cell wall is present, and how the cell wall is made up of, and all these things we have studied. So as we all know that it is an introduction for the chapter 4, that is Animal Kingdom. It's in your textbook. The page number is number 46. Okay, it's starting from 46. Okay, starting from 46. Okay, number 46 is starting. So when we are getting into that chapter, you can see that they are saying about the things that we have seen around as animals. I think we are more known about. Okay, sorry. So we are known more about the sections that we have studied about plant kingdom, but I think in that only 50% or about 60 or about that only can know about, isn't it? All those things you don't know because we are not seeing them. But when we are saying about the animal kingdom, we want to say that the animal kingdom, I think most of them are known for you, and I think most of them are explored about the animal kingdom. So I think it will be very easy to study about that. It will be very it will be very similar, that it can be what we said, it's common in front of you to say something about the animal kingdom. And I want to say that it is easier chapter when comparing to the previous chapter, that's plant kingdom, because in plant kingdom we have had about different types of names and different types of what we say, yes, different types of names we had heard, and so those things which is very different that we already heard, isn't it? But when you are saying about animal kingdom, there will be names also there. Here also different types of names are present, but we want to say that it is very common to hear, isn't it? I think heart, blood, tissue level, organ level, cellular level, like that, all those things you have already in this previous chapter, and also you know about something about that, isn't it, in case of animals. So it will be a very nice chapter, I think so. So we are going to start the chapter, that is chapter 4, Animal Kingdom. chapter 4, animal kingdom. So I think you have taken your notebook and just write the heading animal kingdom. Okay, and it's first an activity I'm saying about, and you just try to write the animals that you have known, which you see around you, and which you know from your lower classes. Okay, so I think you will betterly know different types of animals name, and you will write it, and so we'll give you 2 minutes and you can write the animals names and their specialities. Okay, take it. Okay, I think you have got enough time to write that, and you have written it already, so I think we can start the chapter. So when we are saying about the animal kingdom, we want to say that when we look around, we want to say that different animals are seen in different structures and forms, and I think million of years or million of species of animals have been described till now, but I think there are million of animals present in the uh, decades before also there were different types of animals present. So it's only now a million species. I think there will be billion species even before the even before some decades. So over a million species of animals have been described in other, and the need for classification becomes all the more important. Okay, so the classification also helps in assigning a systemic position to newly described species. So next we are going to say about the basis for classification. Okay, basis of classification. Basis of classification. Okay, so basis of classification. So when we are saying about the basis of classification, we want to say that in spite of, in your textbook it is saying that in spite of differences in structures and form of different animals, there are fundamental features common to various individuals in relation to the arrangement of cells, body symmetry, nature of coelom, patterns of digestive, circulatory or reproductive system. So the features are used as the basis for the one. Okay. So what all are we using for that? Yes, we are using these things this thing as the basis of animal classification, and they are, yes, arrangement. First one is the arrangement of cells. Okay. Arrangement of cells. Okay. Next is body symmetry. Okay. Nature of coelom. Okay. Next is pattern of digestive. Pattern of digestive and circulatory or reproductive systems. So these features are gives arrangement of cells, body symmetry, nature of coelom, pattern of digestive or circulatory or respiratory system. So as we know that there will be difference in case of arrangement of cells, difference in body symmetry, and difference in nature of coelom, and difference in the pattern of digestive or circulatory or respiratory system. These all we know that it is using to differentiate. So this is the basic, the most basic basics of classification. Okay. So we are getting into each of them. Some of them we are discussing here. First one of these, levels of organization. Levels of organization. Next time. Levels of organization. Yes. When we are saying about the levels of organizations, we want to say that all members of Animalia are multicellular. Isn't it? All members of Animalia are multicellular. Okay. All members of Animalia are multicellular. So all of them do not exhibit the same pattern of organization of cells. Okay. It will not have the same pattern of organization of cells. For examples, in sponges the cells are arranged as loose cell aggregates and they exhibit cellular level of organization. So some division of labels occur among the cells in coelentrates. That means arrangement of cells is more complex. So here the cells performing the same function are arranged into tissues, hence it is called as tissue level of organization. So a still higher level of organization is coming, that is organ level, which is exhibited by members of Platyhelminthes and other higher phyla, where tissues are grouped together to form organs. So each specialized form for a particular function. So in animals like annelids, arthropods, mollusks, like that, we can say that echidermis and chordates, organs have associated form functional systems. So each system concerned with a specific physiological function. So the pattern is called organ system of level of organization. So what we have said that all members of Animalia are multicellular. All of them do not exhibit the same pattern of organization of cells. For example, in sponges, the cells are arranged as loose cell aggregates. Okay, it means cellular level. Cellular level, that is sponges. Cellular sponges. Okay, cellular level sponges. Okay, in sponges what will occur? The cells are arranged as what? Loose, it is case of loose cell aggregates. Okay. That is cellular level. Next is tissue level. Means all cells are grouped together to form a tissue. Okay. So what is happening? Here the cells perform the same function and are arranged into same function tissues like coelentrates. Okay, that is it. Next is a higher level of organization, that is organ level, which is exhibited by members of Platyhelminthes, which have these tissues are grouped together for organs, and each specialized organ have a particular function. Okay, so next is organ level. Tissues are combined to form organs, and each organs have specialized functions. Example, Platyhelminthes. So what we all have said, yes, first we said about the basis of classification. So in basis of classification we have said that arrangement of cells, body symmetry, nature of coelom, pattern of digestive or circulatory or respiratory system, and after all that we have said, based on this we have classified, and these features are used as the basis of animal classification. And this some of them we are going to discuss about that. And first one we said the arrangement of cells. So in this we have said the levels of organization. So the all members of family are multicellular. Okay, it is main point that it is all are multicellular, but all of them do not have exhibit the same pattern of organization of cells. So for example, in sponges, the cells are arranged as loose cell aggregates. Okay, so they exhibit cellular level of organization. So some division of labor occur among the cells. Okay, and I talked about next is the tissue level of organization. In case of cylindrics, what is happening? The arrangement of cell is more complex. Here the cells perform the same function are arranged into tissues, and this is called as tissue level of organization. Last we said at organ level, it is exhibited by members of the Platyhelminthes and other higher phyla. The tissues are grouped to the organs and each specialized for a particular function. This is the level of organization. Next is one level is more than, and we will get into the section after 5 minutes or 3 or 4 minutes. You can write it and we will get into next section. Okay. Okay, so I think you have written. So if you are writing the dots, you want to think that you don't just want to write the cellular level, tissue level like that. You want to just give the heading, and after you write dots like the definitions, and after you like that, it is called as cellular level. Okay, like that. Okay, I think you have all written like that. So in next case, they are saying that what? Yes, when we are saying about that, the like annelids, arthropods, mollusk. Okay, echinoderms and chordates organs have associated to form. Yes, functional systems. So each system concerned with a specific physiological function. So this pattern is known as the organ system. Organ system level of organization. In case of, yes, annelids, mollusks, arthropods, chordata. These are the examples. Organ system of organization, and they are saying that organs have associated form functional system. So, functional system. So each system consists of the specific physiological function. Organs are associated from functional systems which have specific physiological function known as organ system level of organization. So organ system in different groups of animals exhibit various complex of complexities. That is a form example when we are seeing about the digestive system in Platyhelminthes, that is has only one single opening in the outside of the body, and that serves as the mouth and anus, and is hence called as incomplete. Okay, in case of Platyhelminthes, what is happening? What is happening? In case of Platyhelminthes, they have one opening, means mouth and anus in same place, so it is known as the incomplete. It is known as the incomplete. Okay, it is known as the incomplete. Okay, and a complete digestive system has two openings. Okay, so this is incomplete, and incomplete and complete system have two openings, a mouth and a anus. See, a mouth and a anus. Okay, and in thus a complete digestive system, it is of two types, that they are open type and closed type. Okay, Open type means what all are the peculiarities? The blood is pumped out of the heart and the cells and tissues are directly bathed in it. Okay, the blood is pumped out of the heart. Blood is pumped out of the heart. Okay, and the cells and tissues are bathed. Okay, then in closed type, what is the specialty? The blood is circulated through series of vessels. Series of vessels of varying diameters. Okay. Of varying diameters, that is means arteries, veins and capillaries. Okay. Arteries, veins and capillaries. So this is about the level of organization. Okay, so what we have said about these all, so I think you have get it what we have said. So we have first said about the level of organizations, and level of organization we have said that there is some organisms which will have like platyhelminthes. I think platyhelminthes like organisms have yeah, the cells of the cells are present. Okay, not platyhelminthes. In case of not in case of, I think forgot which one is that, Corydoras, sponges. Sorry, in case of sponges. In case of sponges, they have said that it have cellular level of organization, in which means the cells are used to having different type of functions. Okay, and after that we get into the tissue level of organization. And the tissue level of organization, if we say that the cells having same functions are categorized into tissues, which the tissues are going to perform. So it is known as the tissue level of organization system. Okay, and after next we get to the organ system, organ level, in which the tissues are combined to form different functions. That means in case of platyhelminthes, tissues are combined to form organs, and these organs are using for the different types of functions. This is organ level. And after that we have said that annelids, arthropods, mollusks, echinoderms and chordata, these organisms have organs which have associated to form functional systems for specific physiological functions. Okay, so the echinoderm means chordatas, mollusks and annelids, arthropods, all those things, organs have associated to form functional systems, and each system concerned with specific physiological functions. And the pattern is called as organ system level of organization. Okay, and after that, this pattern, this organ system in different groups of animals will exhibit various patterns of complexities. For example, when we are saying about the platyhelminthes, specific physiological platyhelminthes, we have to say that they have one opening. Okay, in their body only single opening is present in the outside of the body, that serves as the mouth and anus. Both the mouth and the anus is the same body part. Okay, and hence it is called as incomplete. And a complete digestive system has two openings, that is mouth and anus are different openings. Similarly, the circulatory system are of two types, that is open type and closed type. Open type means in which the blood is pumped out of the heart, and what is happening, the cells and tissues are directly bathed into it. Or next one is the closed type, which means the blood is circulated through a series of vessels of varying diameters, that is arteries, veins and capillaries. Okay, so I think you have get what is a basic level of organization. Okay, I think you have that basic level of organization, and I think it's time to complete the class. We will get into the next section, that is symmetry, diploblastic organizations. That are all things in the next class, and I think you have understood what I have taken. I think it's very easier to you when we are comparing to the plant kingdom, and we will get into the next section on Tuesday. And today's class is completing now. I will give you 3 or 4 minutes to write it, and after all that we will complete and we will get into the next class on Tuesday. So thank you for listening. Stay home, stay safe.